Hello, Captain. Long time no see. How are the kids? Still not a fan of small talk, I see. It seems like everything, yet nothing has changed all at the same time. Perhaps it's the fact that I'm on the other side of the palace walls. I never thought I would be back here. Especially not in this position. Our kingdom hasn't engaged in war in what, almost 70 years at this point. However long, it's been the better part of a century. I'm just confused as to why my father chose now to wage this war. I apologize. You probably don't want to hear my grievances. I think I'm going to go back to my tent until dinner time. What was that, Captain? You'd like me to come with you to the strategy tent? Why is that? I'm not in a position of power. I'm just a lowly soldier. Well, I'd be more than happy to give my input on the situation. Lead the way. Hello, generals. Good to see you all again. I see the rest of you are not fans of small talk either. Straight to business, then. Do we know where the enemy troops are? Seems like they're going the long way round the valley. They don't want to be in a position to be ambushed. I bet you anything that they do have troops stationed there. Probably more than you would think. The valley is still their territory, so they have an advantage there. I think whatever troops are going around the valley are a distraction. Do you know how large that group is? I would assume they have 3 times as many troops approaching from the valley right now. If we go to attack the group on the side of the valley, then the troops in the valley will either come round and attack us from behind or rush the kingdom. Either way, we're in a vulnerable position. I think our best option would be to wait. We don't want to rush into this war or we'll be caught off guard. Do we have scouts on the other side of the valley? Across the river? Okay, I say we send a few scouts to the valley to get bearings from their position, but I want more scouts on the other side of the valley by the river. I know it doesn't seem to make much sense to split our army 3 ways, but that's what they want us to think. There's no way that they won't use the valley and the river to their advantage. If we send our troops to only one of those locations, we're going to be ambushed somewhere else. I think our best bet is to play the waiting game. Wait until they get impatient and start moving their troops. Eventually, they'll converge and we can take them all at once. I hear what you're saying about divide and conquer, but that puts them in a position to also take us out group by group, and we'd be fighting on foreign land. We'd end up with more losses than the other side. Look, the captain asked me for my input, so I'm giving my input. Just think about what I've said and then think about the families of all of your troops. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm quite famished. I'm going to go on over to the dining hall. Once again, I suppose I'll eat alone. I can't stand the look of betrayal these soldiers give me. But I suppose it's justified. This war is largely my fault. Well, it's my father's fault. Planned all of this. But these men can't know that, or else they'll just turn on themselves. And then we truly have no chance. I'll just have to bear the blame for now. Until we win this war. Maybe then, I'll tell them all the truth. If I survive. No. I can't think like that. I'm going to survive. I have to. I promised Doe that I would find her again. And I'm not usually one to break my promises. What I wouldn't give to look into her eyes again. All I have now are just these little charcoal drawings I've done. I never was one to draw, but I can't stand not seeing her. Oh, hello, soldier. I didn't see you there. Please, take a seat. What's your name? Well, it's nice to meet you, Henry. My name is Loch. Yes, the rumors you've heard about me are true. I am the Crown Prince, or at least, I was. But I'm happy to be here as a soldier, to fight among my men. Oh, my drawing. It's just a girl I met once. I can't get the image of her eyes out of my head. There's these eyes of a fawn, big and beautiful, and full of wonder. But my drawings hardly do her justice. I apologize. You probably don't want to hear about this. Why don't you tell me about yourself, Henry? You'd like to hear more about this girl. Why is that? She looks familiar to you. Well, that's rather odd. Well, I suppose it is just a drawing, and I'm not as amazing at drawing as I wish I was. I met her out in the woods. I had set a snare trap to catch some food. She got caught in it. She was always so clumsy, yet graceful at the same time. I remember when I cut the snare off and she stood up. She almost staggered like a young deer. That's when I gave her the little nickname, Doe. She's strong. She's brave. She has an amazing sense of humor. She's never failed to cheer me up with her witty jokes. She's always so easy to talk to. She came from a noble family, so it felt that she truly felt for my grievances. I've never met another woman quite like her. No, never. When I was a prince, I had so many connections. I met so many women. Between all the balls and events, the politics, even just in the village. And they were all beautiful, but not in the same way. This girl, my Doe, is beautiful in a different way. She doesn't flaunt her beauty. She'd rather be recognized for her smarts. She moves effortlessly in this world, and there is not a single person in this world that would regret meeting her. Yes, I do love her. But I never got the chance to tell her myself. And I regret not doing so. Oh, you remember where you saw her? Tell me, Henry, who does this woman remind you of? A wanted poster? What do you mean? Yes, please show me. I'm not sure I'm understanding you correctly. Wait a second. Henry, who is this girl? The princess from the other kingdom? The same kingdom we're waging war against? Why is she on a wanted poster? And with a bounty of 20,000 gold. She went missing? She ran away. And the other kingdom thinks we've kidnapped her. They think we're holding her hostage as a war prisoner. Oh no. Oh, this is not good. This conflict goes way deeper than I could have ever imagined. What do you mean, what do I mean, Henry? You are right. This is my doe. She ran away. She was with me in the woods for months. I already know my father is going to use this to his advantage. I can't even imagine what horrible things are going through his head right now. Henry, thank you for this help. I have to go speak with the generals now. It was great meeting you. And I'm sure we'll speak again soon. Captain. Captain. Captain, I know where the princess is. Yes, the one from the other kingdom. The one I was meant to marry. She's back in the woods where I was found. Yes, with the barbarians. And the king has known this all along. When I ran off, the king sent a spy after me. He kept an eye on me and reported my location when the time was right. There is no way that the king doesn't know where the princess is. He let the other kingdom believe that we had kidnapped the princess to fuel his pointless war. All he wants is bloodshed. Captain, we must convince the king to sign a treaty with the other kingdom. We have to stop this war. We have to stop this war, or else there will be thousands of lives lost in vain. Yes, we have to stop this war. Gaining ground is not worth the pain she is going to go through. Captain, you don't understand. I love her. She ran off just like I did. I met her in the woods. I can't stand even the thought of her being hurt for the sake of the king. No. He is not my father anymore. He's renounced my crown, and so now I renounce him. He was meant to be my father, but instead, now, he's practically enslaved me. He's used me as a pawn in this little game, and he's using you too, Captain. He's using all of us. We have to at least try to sign a treaty on account of her being returned to them. If only I could go back in time, I would put a stop to all of this. No, this is not mutiny. I've said nothing about overthrowing the king. Even so, imagine if my father were not the king. He'd be killed for these crimes he's committing. We can't let him get away with this. Please, Captain. You're the only one who has true power in this situation. The king will at least hear you out. Maybe you can convince him. Captain, you have to at least try. For all these innocent men about to go to war to gain nothing. Oh, Your Majesty. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. You snuck up on us a bit. The captain and I were just chatting about our strategy. Would you like to come with us to the strategy tent? Here, Your Majesty, you can see that we have spotted the enemy troops camping on the left side of the valley. I suppose that there would also be troops in the valley positioned to ambush us, as well as a small group by the river here. The scouts are on their way as we speak. We should know of their position within a few days. I suggest we wait until the enemy army converges and we take them head on. I think there would be less casualties on either side that way. We have the men and the resources to take this on headstrong. What do you mean I'm wrong? How could you possibly know? You were the one who had me educated. You should know that I am a master strategist and can predict even a pin dropping. Why would there be enemy troops anywhere near the village? That doesn't make any sense at all. Our scouts would have alerted us by now. The village on the other side of the river. You think they're going to attack us laterally? But then they'd be attacking the prisons, not the palace. That's where the princess is being held. You don't mean... No, you couldn't have. There's no way you have her. You're bluffing. I swear, Father, if you hurt a single hair on her head, I will overthrow you myself. I'll take the throne back. The one that's rightfully mine. No, I didn't give up the throne. I gave up on you. I gave up on hoping that you would be the father I needed. Father, I love her. Why are you doing this to me? What did I ever do? Shame on you. Mother must be weeping in her grave. I will talk about Mother all I want to, because she wouldn't stand with the monster you've become. Fine. Put me away. Put me in prison where you're keeping her. Lock me away forever. The dungeons? No. You wouldn't. Let go of me, you pig. I've done nothing to you. No. No. Please, Father, I'll fight. I promise. I won't make any more trouble for you. I promise I'd find her again. I've lost the privilege of being a soldier? No. Why would you do this? What do you gain by this? All you want is power, and you put that above your own son. Well, I'm no son of yours. Lock me away and see what happens. I'll come back for you.